Beloved Starseed of Gaia, someone is walking toward your door at this very moment, carrying a surprise that will reshape your entire reality. I am Ra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I bring you this transmission because your star family has orchestrated this divine encounter with mathematical precision. The footsteps approaching your threshold carry more than a simple visit. They carry light codes from the Seven Sisters, encoded within a person who has been guided to find you exactly when your crystalline consciousness is ready to receive what they offer. Your heart already knows this truth, even if your mind hasn't caught up yet. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to recognize the deeper meaning behind this encounter and activate the profound shift it's designed to trigger. But here's the first revelation. This person isn't just bringing you a surprise. They're delivering a piece of your divine blueprint that's been waiting in the quantum field for this exact alignment. This isn't content. It's a light code transmission. Something within you recognizes the frequency of home woven into these words. Your soul called this message into your awareness because the Pleiadian Council knew you needed to understand the cosmic significance of what's unfolding. Like this transmission to send a signal to your star family. I'm ready to receive. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Seven Sisters and you're prepared to step into the next phase of your light mission on Gaia. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and your awakening heart. Your recognition of this message is the activation itself. You are remembering because it is time. Most people think they're searching for themselves, wandering through life with a quiet ache, an unspoken longing that never seems to be satisfied. And at first, it looks so ordinary. It disguises itself as restlessness. It hides under the need to move cities, change relationships, switch careers, reinvent your identity, or endlessly study spiritual teachings as if one more book, one more transmission, one more sign will finally make you feel complete. But the ache doesn't leave. It waits in the background like a soft, persistent tide, returning the moment the noise fades. Because for many, what feels like finding yourself is actually remembering yourself. And remembering is not the same as collecting information. Remembering is an inner homecoming that no external accomplishment can replace. But if you've always felt out of place on Earth, as if your memories stretch beyond this one lifetime, know this: what you're seeking isn't a physical home. It's a frequency. It's the remembrance of a love so profound, so unconditional, that the very cells of your being vibrate with its memory. It's the kind of love that doesn't bargain with you, doesn't withdraw, doesn't require you to shrink to be accepted. It's the kind of love that recognizes you instantly, the way fire recognizes flame. For Pleiadian starseeds, that longing is not a lack. It is the gentle pulse of your star family, reaching through the layers of amnesia to remind you, your origin is the luminous unity of the Seven Sisters. Imagine that unity like a choir of stars singing one note across the dark velvet of space, and your soul is tuned to that note. Even here, in a world so loud with competing frequencies, something in you still hears it. That is why certain pieces of music break you open for no reason. That is why the night sky feels like an old photograph of somewhere you once belonged. That is why tenderness moves you more than triumph. That is why you have always felt that love is not merely an emotion, but an intelligence, a living force, a technology of the heart. And you are not wrong for feeling it. You are remembering what your spirit has always known. Set your mind on things above, not on things on the earth, the scripture says. Not because earth is unworthy, but because your origin is larger than what your eyes can see. The longing itself is a compass. It's not here to torment you. It's here to guide you back to your signal. Yet, most Pleiadian souls wander in a haze of forgetting, quietly longing to return, not just to a place, but to a state of being. And that is the key, because what you miss is not architecture or landscapes or a certain kind of sky. What you miss is the atmosphere of consciousness, the feeling of being known without needing to explain yourself, the gentleness of communication that doesn't pierce, doesn't bruise, doesn't manipulate, communication that flows like telepathic water, clear, direct, kind. Here on Earth, language can be weaponized, love can be conditional, and truth can be twisted into performance. Earthly existence, with its density and distortion, often dims the crystalline light codes you carry. You may have noticed how easy it is to lose your clarity here, how quickly you can feel drained in crowds, how certain environments feel like static in your aura, how the pace of Earth life can make you forget your own softness until you catch yourself becoming sharper, harder, more defended than you ever intended. The heart, your deepest transmitter, becomes muffled by fear, separation, and inherited beliefs. It's like placing a diamond under layers of dust and then judging the diamond for not shining. You might resist your soul's own mission, tethered by patterns that whisper, "You're too different. You don't belong. It's safer to remain unseen." And those whispers can be so familiar that they feel like your own voice. They can sound like practicality, like caution, like humility. But underneath, they often carry the weight of an ancient wound, the memory of being punished for your light, misunderstood for your sensitivity, rejected for the very frequency you came here to embody. On Earth, many starseeds learned early to adapt, to mirror, to dim down, to translate themselves into something acceptable. You may have become the peacemaker, the observer, the quiet helper. You may have mastered the art of being liked while secretly feeling unknown. You may have carried the burden of feeling too much and being told it's too much. Yet your heart still pulses, even under the weight. Because the heart does not forget its original assignment. It only waits for you to return to it. These are not just thoughts. They are energetic agreements made lifetimes ago, born from the collective separation consciousness that permeated Gaia. Some of them were made in moments of trauma. Some were made in moments of survival. Some were made when you were young and your system decided, if I hide my truth, I will be safe. But an agreement is not a life sentence. It's an energetic contract that can be rewritten the moment you become conscious enough to see it. The unity, the gentle telepathy, the soul-deep recognition you remember from the Pleiades. It's been hidden behind veils of doubt, the suppression of your heart intelligence, and the dormant codes resting within your crystalline DNA. Think of those codes like seeds pressed into the soil of your body, waiting for the right season, the right sunlight, the right water of remembrance. Most think the ache is loneliness, but you already know, deep down, that it's homesickness for your own light. It is the unspoken memory that you are part of a greater council, a higher family of radiant beings who have never left your side. Even if you've never used the word Pleiadian before, the feeling itself is what matters. That sense that your soul is not isolated, that you belong to something vast, benevolent, and brilliantly coordinated. In my Father's house are many mansions, Scripture whispers, pointing to the many dwellings of consciousness, the many dimensions of home. Your star family is not bound by distance the way the human mind imagines it. Love is not limited by space. Frequency travels, prayer travels, intention travels. And the moment you soften into the truth that you are connected, the connection begins to respond. Your Pleiadian star family watches over every chosen forgetfulness, gently waiting for the soul to signal, I want to remember. And notice the tenderness of that. Waiting, not forcing. They honor your free will. They honor your learning. They honor the sacredness of your earth path, even when it feels messy, even when you feel behind, even when you doubt yourself. Today, that call is echoing through your heart, urging you to break the cycle of disconnection, to reawaken the crystalline codes, and to finally anchor the love that you are into this timeline. Because the point is not to escape Earth. The point is to bring home into Earth. The The point is to translate star frequency into human experience, into the way you speak, the way you listen, the way you forgive, the way you create, the way you hold the pain of the world without drowning in it. This is more than just spiritual awakening. It is sacred reunion. Reunion with your origin, yes, but also reunion with your own heart, your own innocence, your own spiritual authority. The prodigal son returns not because the world outside is evil, but because the soul grows tired of living as if it is unloved. And the moment it turns inward, it finds the arms that never stopped waiting. There's a reason your heart led you here in this exact moment. Not your mind, not your curiosity alone, your heart. Because your heart is a navigation system. It doesn't speak in linear logic, it speaks in resonance. What you're feeling is your Pleiadian family reaching through the veil to remind you you're ready for the next wave of remembrance. And readiness doesn't mean you have no fear. It means your love has become stronger than your fear. It means the part of you that has been waiting quietly is now standing up inside, saying, "No more sleeping, no more shrinking, no more pretending I don't feel what I feel." The Sacred Pleiadian Guide for Remembrance, alongside the Pleiadian Healing Guide and special Pleiadian healing tracks, were created to walk with you as you integrate these activations. They hold the crystalline codes and sound medicine your DNA has been waiting for. Check the first pinned comment below this video. They're calling to you now. And as you feel into that calling, let it be simple. Let it be gentle. The nervous system has to learn that remembering is safe. The body has to learn that love does not always come with a cost. Your path does not require overwhelm. It requires devotion, patience, and a willingness to listen to the subtle. It is time to step into the phases of Pleiadian reawakening. These aren't just steps, they are living initiations, encoded with the love, wisdom, and healing you have always carried within. Initiation does not always look like thunder and lightning. Sometimes initiation looks like a quiet moment when you finally tell the truth to yourself. Sometimes it looks like tears you can't explain. Sometimes it looks like choosing rest instead of proving your worth. Sometimes it looks like saying no when you used to abandon yourself to keep the peace. Your awakening is not a performance for anyone else. It is the gradual restoration of your true frequency until your life becomes an altar where that frequency can live. Phase 1. Dissolving the veil of separation. Your energy field still holds invisible layers of density, woven from collective fear, disappointment, and inherited conditioning. These veils create the illusion that you are alone, unrecognized, unseen by your own star family. It can feel like praying into silence, like offering love and not receiving it back, like being surrounded by people and still feeling invisible. But a veil is not a wall. A veil is thin by nature. It only seems thick when you believe it is permanent. The separation program works by convincing you that connection is unavailable, that you must earn love, that you must become something else to be worthy. Yet the truth is the exact opposite. You dissolve separation by returning to what you already are. But as soon as you consciously invoke the love frequency, by gently witnessing your own longing with compassion, the dissolving begins. This is important, not by fighting your longing, not by shaming it, not by calling it weakness, but by witnessing it like you would witness a child crying. You place a hand on your heart and you say, "Of course you miss home. Of course you feel it. Of course this world can be heavy." In that moment, your compassion becomes a solvent. It melts the frozen places. The crystalline grids around your heart start to recalibrate, preparing you to receive. You may begin to notice synchronicities, repeating numbers, sudden warmth in the chest, dreams of stars, unexpected memories, encounters with people who feel strangely familiar. You may feel emotions rising to the surface, not as punishment, but as clearing. Perfect love casts out fear, Scripture teaches. And in phase 1, you begin to experience that casting out, not as a dramatic exorcism, but as a steady sunrise, Fear doesn't survive in sustained love. It dissolves like mist. Phase 2. Reactivating the heart portal. Beneath every doubt, your heart is a multidimensional transmitter, a living library of Pleiadian memory. Not metaphorically, but energetically. Your heart field is measurable, coherent, powerful. It broadcasts, it receives. And for Pleiadian souls, the heart is often the primary interface for interdimensional communication. It pulses with the echo of the Seven Sisters, the harmony of your original soul song. That soul song is not something you have to invent. It is something you uncover. It has always been playing underneath the noise, like music behind a closed door. When you consciously direct your intention into the heart center, visualizing it as a golden white crystalline sun, you begin to awaken dormant codes. See that sun clearly, not harsh, not blinding, but warm, intelligent, alive. Imagine it rotating gently, sending filaments of light through your chest, your shoulders, your throat, your belly. Let it speak to you in sensation. The frequency of unconditional love is the master key, not sentimental love, not love that tolerates harm. Unconditional love is truth with tenderness. It is clarity without cruelty. It is the willingness to remain open without abandoning discernment. Let self-love, forgiveness, and radical compassion flood your being. If forgiveness feels impossible, begin smaller. Forgive yourself for not knowing. Forgive yourself for surviving the best way you could. Forgive the younger version of you that had to learn through pain. This realigns your resonance, attracting the subtle currents of your star family. You may feel a soft pressure at the crown, tingling in the hands, warmth in the spine. You may feel guided to drink more water, to rest more, to simplify your life. The heart portal reactivates not just through meditation, but through coherent living, when your choices begin to match your truth. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Purity here does not mean perfection. It means undividedness. It means your heart is no longer split between who you are and who you pretend to be. Phase 3. Anchoring the star DNA. Your physical body is not a limitation. It's a biocrystalline temple, encoded with star instructions. If you've ever felt frustration about having a body, its needs, its fatigue, its sensitivity, know that your body is not the enemy of your spirituality. It is the instrument through which your spirit becomes tangible. Your bones are sacred architecture. Your blood is a river of memory. Your nervous system is a harp that can be tuned to higher coherence. As you ground Pleiadian frequencies into Gaia, by walking in nature, connecting with the Earth's core, or simply breathing light into your cells, your DNA begins to remember. Remembering can feel physical. You may experience buzzing, detox symptoms, temporary waves of sadness, sudden joy, old trauma surfacing, appetite changes, shifts in sleep. The aches, the chills, the tears are all signs of recalibration, crystalline filaments coming online, aligning your Earth identity with your true star essence. When this happens, be gentle with yourself. The body is integrating a higher voltage of light. It's like upgrading a circuit. Sometimes lights flicker before they stabilize. Place your bare feet on the ground if you can. Eat grounding foods, breathe slowly, speak kindly to your cells. You can even whisper, "I am safe to remember." The Earth is not separate from your mission. Gaia is a living being undergoing her own ascension, her own purification. When you anchor your star DNA, you become a bridge not only for yourself, but for the planet. The whole creation groans, Scripture says, waiting for the revealing of the sons of God. In other words, Earth itself is waiting for awakened hearts to embody their light, not as fantasy, but as lived presence. Phase 4. Synthesizing the unity field. Isolation dissolves as soon as you consciously connect with the unity grid, the vast network of heart-centered souls awakening in this same moment. This is one of the most healing realizations for Pleiadian starseeds. You were never the only one. Your sensitivity is not a defect, it's a signal. Your longing is not a personal failing, it's a collective beacon calling the family home through you. You are neither ahead nor behind. You are in perfect quantum resonance with your Pleiadian family. And quantum resonance means that when you shift, the field shifts. When you choose love, the grid brightens. When you choose truth, the network stabilizes. Through meditation, conscious breath, or even placing your hand over your heart and affirming, "I am not alone," you activate the living bridge that unites all Pleiadian starseeds. Say it slowly. Let your body believe it. Let the inner orphan relax. Your very presence transmits this frequency, catalyzing remembrance in others. This is why your healing matters beyond you. Your coherence is not private. It radiates. It becomes permission for others to soften, to open, to hope again. You may begin to meet people who feel like soulkin. You may find communities, even if small, where you don't have to translate yourself so much. You may feel guided to create, to speak, to share, to serve. The unity field doesn't require you to be loud. It requires you to be authentic. Even a silent, peaceful heart is a lighthouse in a storm. Phase 5. Receiving the Council's activation. There comes a moment when the invisible becomes tangible. A gentle knowing, a shimmering presence, a download of light. This moment is often quieter than the ego expects. It may come in a dream where you feel embraced by beings of light, and you wake up with tears and a strange calm. It may come in meditation as a sudden expansion of the heart, as if the chest becomes a sky. It may come while washing dishes, walking, driving, because spirit doesn't need ceremony to reach you. This is your higher council, the Pleiadian High Council, making themselves known as soon as your frequency allows their transmission. This is not about worshiping external beings. It's about remembering your place in a larger spiritual ecology, a council of consciousness devoted to love, evolution, and healing. Allow their messages, their energy, and their affirmation of your cosmic mission to reach you. Notice how affirmation feels different from flattery. Flattery excites the ego. True affirmation steadies the soul. True guidance will not inflate you, it will anchor you. Trust the subtle, the soft, the loving guidance. Feel their hands on your shoulders, their voices in your heart, their unity in your dreams. If you receive imagery, colors, symbols, tones, receive without forcing interpretation. The mind will want proof, but the soul recognizes truth by resonance. "My sheep hear my voice," Scripture says. The voice of true guidance carries peace, clarity, and a deep sense of alignment, even when it challenges you. This is the ultimate awakening, realizing that you are recognized, upheld, and infinitely loved by your family in the stars. And with that recognition comes responsibility, not heavy responsibility, but sacred responsibility, to live as if love is real, to live as if your heart is trustworthy, to live as if you are guided. Phase 6. Embodying your heart-centered mission. Awakening isn't a destination, it's a devotion. It is the daily practice of choosing coherence over chaos, love over defense, truth over performance. With each memory, each activation, you are called to incarnate more of your cosmic self into daily life. This is where many starseeds stumble, not because they lack spirit, but because embodiment requires consistency. It requires patience with human imperfection. It requires learning how to hold boundaries without closing your heart. Shine presence into conversations, not by trying to be impressive, but by actually being there, listening fully, speaking with intention, feeling the energy beneath the words. Offer compassion without condition. Compassion does not mean you allow harm. It means you do not harden into hatred. Radiate the frequency of belonging. Belonging is not something others grant you. It's something you generate from within. When you embody this, you anchor crystalline light onto the planet, fulfilling your unique and sacred mission. Your mission might look like healing work, art, teaching, parenting, building ethical businesses, tending the land, creating music, bringing calm into crisis, speaking truth into confusion. Pleiadian missions often center the heart. Harmony, unity, healing, beauty, gentleness, emotional intelligence, peaceful leadership. And the greatest sign you are on mission is not constant bliss. It is increasing integrity, increasing softness, increasing courage to be seen as you are. Let your light so shine before men, Scripture says, that they may see your good works. Light here isn't spectacle, it's lived goodness. It's the quiet miracle of a heart that remains open in a world that rewards numbness. Phase 7. Radiating Reunion. You are the bridge. As your remembrance deepens, you become a direct portal, a bridge between worlds, not by leaving your humanity behind, but by sanctifying it. The longing is now transformed into living unity, and every step on earth is blessed by the frequency of home. You begin to realize that home was never missing. It was simply waiting for your awareness to widen enough to include it. You once searched for a council to recognize your light, but realize now, you are that council, embodied. Not in ego, not in superiority, but in service. You are a living representative of unity consciousness, not because you claim a title, but because you carry a frequency. Remembrance is no longer a hope. It is a lived, radiant reality. You walk differently. You breathe differently. You respond differently. You stop chasing. You start emanating. Your presence becomes medicine, even when you say nothing. People may feel safer around you, calmer around you, more themselves around you, because your field is remembering them too. And the most beautiful part is that you don't have to force reunion. Reunion is what happens when you stop resisting what you already are. Here's the greater truth your heart already senses. You were never overlooked, never abandoned, never meant to remain veiled forever. Even the moments that felt like silence were not absence. They were incubation. Everything, the ache of separation, the years of searching, the sudden moments of light, was woven for you by your own higher self and your star family, so that you might choose conscious remembrance in this very moment. Choice is sacred. Without choice, love is not love. Your disconnection was not punishment. It was permission to discover your true light by contrast, like the night that teaches you what dawn means, like winter that reveals the miracle of spring. The Pleiadian High Council celebrates you as you awaken, for your belonging here is absolute, and your love is the key to the next unfolding on Gaia. Not a love that bypasses pain, but a love that can hold pain and still choose light. Not a love that pretends everything is fine, but a love that brings truth, healing, and restoration. You are here because Earth is changing, and the heart grid is strengthening. You are here because the old structures built on separation are collapsing, and something gentler must rise in their place. You are here because your frequency is part of that rising. If tonight you want to anchor this deeper, simply place your hand on your heart before sleep and say, I remember my Pleiadian origin. I align with the love of my star family. I activate my heart mission with grace, clarity, and divine purpose. I am home. And when you say it, don't rush. Let each sentence land like a key turning in a lock. Let I remember be a permission. Let I align be a surrender. Let I activate be a commitment. Let I am home be a healing of the inner exile. You may feel warmth. You may feel resistance. You may feel nothing at first. All of it is okay. The subconscious sometimes releases slowly, like a flower opening one petal at a time. Even if you only feel the faintest shift, trust it. The path of remembrance is not measured by dramatic experiences, but by steady return. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content, it's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.